Good evening. It's Friday at 5, story time with Sandhya Maheshwari, Transformational Life Coach with Lotus Life Mastery. All right, today I have one of my favorite stories I want to share with you. So this story is an illustration of staying open to ideas. So this is a true story. It happened in the mid-70s in the Midwest in the United States, of course, yes. Third generation barber, his son is off doing graduate work, hasn't been home in over a year. Now, he grew up in a farming community. It's a community where families come into town on the weekend to shop. The kids get their haircuts. Mom and dad, they do some shopping. Maybe they'll get their haircut. And this third generation barber shop has become a community staple. It's a place where families come. They've got male and female hairstylists. And this is in the maybe late 70s. They've got a coffee bar, a donut shop. It's a gathering place for people, okay? So the barber's son, he goes off finishing up graduate school, and he's gone for over a year, and intermittently he checks in, right, with his dad. But he's coming home on spring break, and he finds that his father is distant, quiet, even depressed. So as the few days that he's going to be there, it's coming to an end, he finally gets his dad and he sits him down and says, "What's going on? Talk to me." So the dad says, "We are going bankrupt. I don't know what to do. I'm the third generation and it's going to close under my leadership." The son says, "Well, what's happening?" See, this is during the time where the low-cost cutting salons were moving in across America. And one of those establishments had recently moved into town and was offering $6 haircuts. The dad says, "I can't pay the overhead. I've run the numbers every way. I cannot compete with $6 haircuts. I've gone through all the reserves and we have maybe enough money to survive another 30 days. At this rate, it's over." So the son says, there has to be a way. There has to be an answer to this. Definitionally, there cannot be a problem without an answer. We just may not know the answer. See, the son had been studying Napoleon Hill. He'd been studying masterminding. He'd been studying all kinds of things and the success principles about how you make yourself think. And in explaining masterminding or thinking beyond the problem, he said to his dad, "Look, just try this out with me. Sit down and we'll write down every idea that comes to mind. And what is going to be needed to solve this problem? Let's write everything down. And let's look at how you can stay in business and also how you can thrive." The father said, "There is no way. I've run the numbers. I can't compete with $6 haircuts." The son responded, "Just do the exercise with me. What's one idea? Just give me one idea." The father says, "Close the shop." So he writes it down. Close the shop. That's an idea about how to solve that problem, right? So he said, "That's one idea. Now let's look at some other ideas." Then the son says, "Advertise." The dad's thinking, "I did advertise." But he's already, the dad has been given the rules, okay? The rules of doing this exercise. That is no editing. When you have a thought, you simply write it down. You do not edit, because once you edit, you shut down the stream. It's like putting a clamp on the stream to the universal intelligence. So no matter what the idea, just write it down. So they're writing idea after idea, and they're getting into a rhythm. They do this for about 20 minutes, and one of those ideas just jumps off the page. and they execute the idea. The son goes back to school. A few weeks later, he calls his dad, and he can tell by his dad's voice, the energy is strong, and he says, "Things are better?" And the dad says, "It sure is. Not only did our normal clientele return, we are 11% higher than the highest census we've ever had in the shop." Do you know what the idea was? It was to put up a big sign on top of the shop that said, "We fix $6 haircuts." See, what we learn here is that there is a truth that's greater than facts. There is an answer to every question and a solution to every problem. Hi, Rajika, and hi, Vinod. Like, share, and comment, and sign up on Facebook, on my Facebook page for my mailing list. I'm going to be offering tips and tools specifically designed to support you in creating what you love. I hope this story has given you some inspiration and some food for thought. Until next week, Friday at 5, see you then. Have a fabulous weekend.